The first bartender stepped behind the bar and started making the first drink was already a Flair bartender. It just didn't have any definition yet. We didn't actually know what we were talking about. I wish Jerry Thomas was here with me to, to help me out, because he was actually recognized as the first Flair bartender for his showmanship, his creativity, but also the father and the pioneer of American mixology. The big buzz of Flair bartending really started with Tom Cruise, the movie Cocktail. But the first Flair competitions were all about the actual culture of bartending. It was all about making a drink, coming across with your own personality behind the bar, and entertaining the people was just one of the skills of the bartender. There's always been two schools. The juggling school in America, where it was all about the show, and then you've got more like a bottle and shaker school in Europe, even in the rest of the world. But you've got places also like in Indonesia, they will use the long Galliano bottle. They will do a lot of different tricks. So each country has its own inspiration, also in terms of personality. There's three types of Flair. There's the first obvious one, which is the working Flair, which is when you walk behind the bar. No matter how much alcohol you've got in the bottle, what kind of setup you've got behind the bar, doesn't matter how narrow the bar or high the bar is, you walk and you Flair. The second one is called exhibition Flair, which came much later and what was not very well understood. It's about putting on a show. It's not something you would do when you're working on a busy shift behind the bar, but more in the middle of the night, where you will take 3 minutes out of your time to put on a little routine with a bottle which has only a little bit inside. And then you will throw it, catch it at the back this way. Well, with exhibition Flair, we couldn't do this. What we have to do, we could spin this time because it was only a little bit. The only rule we'll have to follow is that when we spin the bottle, we do have to catch it back up. If we catch it back up, the liquid would stay. It will be all about understanding how to push the alcohol at the bottom to make it, even if you catch it there, you catch it back up. So nothing will fall out of the bottle. Then we had Flair Art, which is more recent. Flair Art, it's not about making a drink anymore. It's about experimenting new moves, which is something you can do through competitions. It's not about how many bottles you're going to have in your hands to make one cocktail that is important, but it's how you're going to use the bottle that is needed for the cocktail that's going to make the difference. We can see lately there's a new trend of mixologists that are developing their own Flair in a way that's never been seen before. Unfortunately, it's always been a war between mixologists and Flair bartenders, each of them believing they were belonging to a separate family. A Flair bartender and a mixologist together combined define the perfect bartender. And one day this is what we're aiming to achieve in the future. Having both of those families to understand that they only belong to one family. I think there's some great times ahead. Enjoy.